YouTube, yes. It's your boy, King. We back. Just finished up the last call for the day. If y'all new, if y'all don't know, I do high ticket sales. And I was just in a call, got to the end, overcoming some objections, getting to the clear truth of the matter, getting to the clear truth of the situation. Spoiler alert, the deal didn't close. Hey, no problem, we cool, the deal didn't close. I'm not upset because I love it for the art. I love it for the art of influence. I love it for the art of persuasion, negotiation, and ultimately, what is influence? What is persuasion? What is advertising? What is trying to, do these things? It's trying to get somebody what they want. And segue, a lot of times what we want in our life is less pressure. That was a high pressure situation. That was a lot of, emotions, and it was real tense. And if I said the wrong thing, it could have triggered her to do this. Ultimately, it didn't close. I'm not saying I did this to get a good outcome. I'm just saying, well, I did get a good outcome. I did grow. But I'm just saying that it was a situation that was uncomfortable. That's usually all pressure is, just that feeling of uncomfortability in your stomach. A lot of times we, as entrepreneurs, high performers, people that want to become the best versions of themselves, that want to develop and grow, a lot of times we like to say that we want that growth, but when we run into those uncomfortable situations, when we run into those pressure moments, some of us shy away. Some of us aren't able to perform in those situations. Let me take a sip of water because I'm literally fresh off the call. I didn't even drink nothing. Mouth is dry. That's what I wanted to say. So, a lot of us, we get caught in these situations to where we just feel this pressure, and it ultimately causes not good results. You think about somebody in the game. I was just watching Pascal Siakam the other night, hooping, Indiana Pacers, game-winning layup. Boom, he blows it point blank. Come to find out, bro is used to blowing point blank layups. Somebody else came, cleaned it up, and got the game-winning bucket. But, he's, what you would say, someone that folds under pressure. They used to try to say Bron folds under pressure, but Bron proved them wrong. Or maybe he changed, who knows? We can change these things. If you right now succumb to pressure, you succumb to the pressures of life, you can change that. You can evolve into someone that's more resilient through the turmoils that's bound to come from a life well lived. Because if you after a life well lived, if you after an adventurous life, if you after a life of success and achievement and fulfillment, a lot of these things are going to come through pressurized situations. They're going to come through situations where you feel like it's high emotions. I have uncomfortable feelings in my stomach. There's uncertainty in the air. I don't know what's going to happen. And once you make it through those situations on the other side, you know what they say, pressure make diamonds. But what we must not do is sweat during the pressure, because then the results will be off. So that's what I titled the video, is like, you cannot, don't sweat under pressure. Like, you go through pressure, but don't sweat. Because what is sweating? It's allowing it to get to you. You don't want the pressure to get to you. And I want to give y'all a very practical how-to. That was a long 3-minute and 45-second intro. But in this video, I want to give you a practical how-to on how you can change this tendency about yourself to shy away from pressure, and in the moment, regain your control over your emotions and being able to focus, get the result, get the task done, do it well done, and not stress yourself out during the process. Because all stress is going to do is raise your cortisol, cause your brain to get all foggy and start thinking fight or flight, and now you making bad decisions. Now you throwing the ball out of bounds. I got a time in high school, flashback. This is how I used to get. I used to, a lot of pressurized situations that used to, get to the head a little bit, especially in basketball situations. I just gave y'all one the other day on shooting free throws. I'm making it seem like I'm the most unclutch player in existence. I just, on my other video, told you a story about when I missed game-winning free throws. But I got another story for y'all about when I folded under pressure. I got some moments where I done hit some clutch shots too. Those gonna come up when we talk about the winner effect. But hey, we gotta keep it real. Some of us is folding under pressure, and I want us to grow. I want us to become better, and we have to go towards pressure and towards uncomfortability if we want to become great, like we say we do. So I'm hooping. Senior year, high school, Marshall, close game. This is like one of our rivals, right? So we going back and forth the whole game. Fourth quarter come around, they running this press, right? So as y'all know, if you're getting pressed, you got your ball handlers and you got your people that get the passes, and they, just there, they get the ball to the ball handler. You want to get the ball to your ball handlers during the press. And by the way I'm telling this story, you would assume that I probably wasn't one of the ball handlers, right? Yes, I was not one of the ball handlers. So what I do? Nobody open, boom, I'm flashing for rock. I got rock in my hand, I'm coming up. I see the double team coming my way. When you get trapped in the corner on the half court line, the double team, they always try to trap you right after you go past half court so they can use the half court as a little thing. I damn near think they got me right there. I come across half court. I remember coming up the left-hand side, dribbling, boom. I see my guard come middle. Shout out Jeremiah. I see my guard come middle. I'm looking for him. I see he open, but I'm folded. There's a lot of things going in my mind. There's a lot of pressure. So I'm like, hey, because it was a close game. I want to say we might have been. I want to say we was down, but we was trying to make a comeback or something like that. Because I had hit a 3 previously. That's a different story. But I had hit a 3 and brought us within reach. And yeah, so here came flash. So I'm nervous, and I'm nervous when it's not my competency. Like a lot of times we be feeling pressure because we just ain't practiced enough. So I ain't practiced ball handling enough. So I'm nervous every time I handle the rock. I'm a shooter. Give me the ball, I'm gonna shoot it, and I'm gonna knock it down. That's it, bro. Dribbling, I'm straight. So what I do, I dribble down there, some goofy stuff, got trapped, threw it away. They come down, steal the ball. I think we fouled them. They free throws. What happens? I think we won that game though. I want to say we won that game. But hey, it could have been a tragic story of me doing some goofy stuff and giving the game away, which so many of us do with our lives. So that's what I want to not do, which is goofy things with my life. I want to do things that are smart. And what are smart things to do with your life? Is to understand that pressure is what builds you. Pressure is what builds diamonds. Pressure is what produces greatness. Pressure is what allows you to shine and become and move into your full potential. So what, finally, the climax of the video, what can we do to be more calm under pressure, not let it affect us as much, and produce better results? Well, we can use a framework I like to call Pressure's cool nephew. Pressure's cool nephew is perspective. Maybe it's his cool uncle. I like cool uncle better. Pressure's cool uncle is perspective. So when we feel pressure, basically what we're doing in our brains is making whatever we're doing more important to us than it has to be. Because usually if it's something that you're used to not to doing well, and then you start to feel pressure when things get a little bit more uncomfortable, you're changing the association of that thing in your head during that time. So you change it from maybe, oh, this is just a game, I'm in high school, I'm having fun, to my self-worth and my self-value is on the line if I miss this shot. If I turn this ball over, I'm going to feel like I'm going to lose all self-value and all self-worth, and I'm going to feel shame. And like we allow it to be so tied to our identity. We allow these events to be so tied to our emotional state. We tell ourselves these meanings of these events in our lives that cause them to be so monumental to our well-being, when it's really not the case. Like if you use perspectives, the Pressure's cool uncle paradigm and framework, then you'll understand that life is long. And a lot of the decisions that we put a lot of mental pressure on don't really matter in the long run. Like I just did that sales call. Did that one sales call matter in the full length of my business career? ever. In some context, in a micro improvement, constant improvement action every single time that you do something type of paradigm, yes, right? Like I did the sales call and I should have attacked it with pure focus and tried to do it the best I could. That's the paradigm of let me do the best I can at all times. Let me always try my best. That's that paradigm. Try my best paradigm. But let's not tie that to pressure, or let's add to it perspective, right? Because when we add to that, I'm gonna try my best, but in perspective, this is just one of thousands of calls that I'm gonna do in my life, and this one conversation don't really matter that much. Now I can relax. This is just high school basketball. It don't really matter that much. This is just basketball. It don't really matter that much. Like even if you're in the NBA, at the end of the day, it's just basketball. At the end of the day, it's just business. At the end of the day, I'm still alive. At the end of the day, my family's still alive. So how we frame these things and these events and these experiences and these decisions that we make in our life are ultimately going to determine how we feel about it. So pressure is ultimately just a feeling about a certain scenario that we have at the given time. So if we just change what that event means, like instead of, oh man, what if I turn the ball over right now, I'm gonna lose all my self-worth and I'm gonna feel terrible about myself. Everybody gonna make fun of me and I'm not gonna have no friends and I'm gonna die. Instead of going that trajectory, which the brain can go unconsciously if you're like conditioned for that, change your conditioning, switch it up a little bit. Focus on, hey, this is my moment to show I'm great. This is my moment to be the best. This is my moment to try something new. This is my moment to fail. You know, be cool with failure. And because that's another thing. It's like you want to have perspective not only on the volume of like this decision for your life, but also perspective on like what is the worst case scenario. The worst case scenario usually is just failure. And we think failure is oh so bad. We think there's going to be all these negative emotions attached to failure or negative experiences attached to failure. When really, the only negative experience is you in your own head. Usually when you fail, people give you sympathy. It ain't even that bad. People show you love. Oh, damn, you failed. Oh, bro, damn. It's okay. You'll get it next time. It's okay. Keep your head up. Let's go get pizza. Like, you know, and that's why so many people continue to fail loop is because they get, you know, conditioned for enjoying, you know, getting that sympathy. But what we want to do, what do we want to do? We don't want to get conditioned with sympathy. We don't want to feel like the only way I can get pleasure in my life is if I fail and then I do this, or we don't want life to be this heavy in general to where we place all these success and fail markers and these deep identity ties to not being good enough and not being worthy and not being valued and like to all these things that we do in our everyday life, and when, none of it really matters that much. The only thing that matters is, are you living to the values that you set for yourself? Are you healthy? Is the people that you love healthy? You have people around you that's healthy? Like, let's spend more time on the real decisions that should make you feel some pressure. Like what you gonna do for your wealth, how you gonna make your money, what you gonna do for like, you know, your health, how you gonna be healthy, your love. Like let's spend time in the thinking lab for these things. Let's spend time in the pressure cooker of thoughts and, you know, philosophizing on how to improve our lives. And then in action, test, you know, test, practice, view things as tests, view things as practice, view things as giving it a shot. You know, let's not just make it so heavy. I'm playing, you know, the highest level they call work play. I'm just playing. I'm playing right now. I'm playing with the words. I'm playing with the setup, the background. I'm playing with the aesthetic, like how we feeling today. Like I'm playing with even the way I've been making this video right now in terms of something that's not more structured and something that's more off the cuff, but it almost feels more authentic. It almost feels more natural to me. It almost feels more in alignment. There's less pressure, and I probably just perform better. So if you enjoyed the video, like the video, comment what you want to see next, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.